Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. It is currently 6 a.m. I just woke up recently, I guess around 6:50 a.m. And this is going to be a super casual video. This is essentially going to be showing you guys just like the technical, I guess not technical, just boring stuff that I do in PokeMMO every day, or more of the sort of cleanup stuff. So for example, in this video, I think I'm going to actually be mainly focusing on cleaning up my mail. If you've ever seen at the top left-hand corner of my screen, I always have unread mail, either from like 10 unread mail to hundreds, but I actually do have a lot more mail in my mailbox than unread. So as you can see, I have 213 out of 250 of my mailbox slots full, and I need to clean this up because I want to be able to have as many mail slots as possible to hold dittos. I use my mailbox all the time to hold dittos that I buy for cheap, but I also just have a ton of stuff in here. I have a ton of alphas just sitting in here, pages and pages of stuff that I haven't checked in a super long time. I have some alpha cancellations here that I decided I wanted to keep, so didn't want to list them on the GTL. A ton of dittos here. We saw these alphas over here. I bought these, or was it on this page? I'm gonna have to check through everything. It's gonna be so much stuff to sort through. It's gonna be crazy, but I had some alphas on this page because I bought an alpha Piloswine and an alpha Sharpedo because I really want to make a competitive Pokemon of each of those really cool Pokemon, great NU Pokemon. But anyway, yeah, here's the alpha Sharpedo. There is a Quillfish as well that I think I do want to list on the GTL relist. So honestly, actually no, I want to hold on to that for a little bit, I guess. So that'll honestly just stay in the boxes. But here's something: this Alpha Roserade. Someone gifted this to me, and when someone gifts me a Pokemon, I usually do one of two things. I usually breed it, or I usually just straight up sell it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this Roserade yet exactly, but there's a ton of stuff still to sort through here. But you know what? Let me go and actually put everything in my party into my boxes, and then I'll just clear out my party, and I can use that as sort of a space to show you guys, hey, this is what was in my mail. But once again, thank you to PogChamp for the Alpha Roserade. I do really appreciate it. I actually almost forgot about this, but this might be blasphemy to you guys, and I understand. Back in October, someone sent me their OT Shiny. Why did they do this? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't want people to do this. Please don't send me your OT Shinies. I am quite literally just going to claim this to party, reply to him. I'm just going to send this straight back to him. I don't want your OT Shinies, guys. Please keep them. I'm honored. I truly am, but the value of an OT Shiny is just so high. The connection with it, the importance of it. Keep your OT Shinies, guys. Alright, next piece of mail, we have a 1x31 speed with, yeah, pretty much just a 1x31 speed, fast as fuck boy. A Ditto from Funny XD who says, Among Us. Wow, this is a great time to sell this on the GTL as well. Ditto prices are pretty insane right now. A 31 speed Ditto going for 14k minimum is nuts. Gonna go ahead and list this right here, and then we can move on to the next mail. Literally just a guy who plays PokeMMO and gets lucky enough to where people enjoy my content to want to go above and beyond and send me stuff. Alright, next we have a 2x31 Chansey coming from Hehe Boyle Lol, who says, I'm bored, sorry for not Eevee training it. Don't be sorry about that at all. It's still a really nice donation and I do appreciate it. Chansey with 31 HP and 31 special defense. Now, unfortunately, I probably am just going to sell this Chansey. Hopefully, no disrespect to Hehe Boyle. I hope people send me stuff. They obviously like understand, like, hey, like I'm going to do whatever I want with it. I don't want to, I don't want to be disrespectful. Obviously, if you leave a note like, hey, could you please breed this or could you please do this, like, I'll try to do that, but obviously don't expect it as well. It's kind of, unfair to put that on me, but I do appreciate, obviously I appreciate gifts. Like, it's pretty insane. I don't want to sit here and act like some, high and mighty guy. But I just also don't want to get too distracted by gifts and mail and stuff like that to prevent me from making the best content possible for you guys. And that's why I decided to be able to make a video like this, and I can just go ahead and show you guys the fan mail that I get and all the stuff that I get, and make a video out of it. So you know what? Killing two birds with one stone. You'd love to see it. Let's go ahead and price check this Chansey. Now there's a pretty huge gap here. The cheapest one is 50k, and then the next cheapest one is 80k, which is pretty insane. This one is relaxed nature, which is better than the sassy nature. Even though sassy's not bad either, you do want to raise the defense on Chansey. I'm probably just gonna go 50k. It can't be more than this to make it's around this price to make a Chansey, or it's like pretty close. Chansey's a pretty cheap Pokemon to breed for the most part, since they're always female. You can always buy a male breeder to go with it. So you know what? I think 50k is pretty spot on fair. Alright, but we are on page 8 of my mailbox, so I do want to remember that. We are down a couple of, I think we've knocked down like 4 mail or something out of the boxes, which is nice to see. And then Hehe Boyle Lol, once again, luxurious life be like, and then won't be surprised if you don't like these. What a goofball, sending me all these dittos. I think these are like literally all, he sent me 2x31 dittos. That is extremely generous. That is pretty insane. I'm probably gonna go ahead and sell all these, but maybe I should check to see if I can use any of them for breeding first. That is a very, very generous gift. It's like what, 50k a piece or something minimum? Like 50 times 5. That's some solid money. It's like 25k or something, right? Math. By 25k, I obviously meant 250k. Wink, wink. I think I'm just gonna sell them all because I think the name of the game of this video is really to clear out as much mail space as possible and really clean things up. So honestly, if I can save some time and just clean things out, that's definitely what I want to do. So this first ditto goes for around 46k, which is super solid. Well, actually, I'm gonna go 45999 just to undercut the competition, but really great first sale there for sure. Now the second ditto surprisingly goes for 55k at the lowest. That was pretty shocking to me. 31 special attack, 31 HP. That's nuts. Alright, now this next ditto I knew would be worth a decent bit. It is 31 special attack, 31 speed, which is a really desired ditto a lot of the times, going for a solid 65k. I wanted to save this ditto for last since it has some extra stats, but I think even with these extra stats, it's honestly just going to go for like 60k here, which is, I mean, obviously a very, very good price, 60k for 2x31 ditto, but because the 25 pluses are in both attacks, it makes things a little awkward. I'm going to go ahead and list this thing for 59,999. Should be a pretty decent sale. Alright, that'll be some Pokeyen coming in and a ton of mailbox space cleared out. There is one more ditto we need to sell from that mail slot though. So let's go ahead and grab that and say once again thanks to Hee Boyle, and then delete that mail selection. And then this is a cool one. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually, I'm gonna keep this in my mail just because I don't want to use a PC space for it at the moment. I like to preserve my PC space, but this is one of my favorite gifts that I've received. I love older Pokemon gifts like this, especially when it's something meaningful to me. Like a 2013 Juckle is really, really cool to me. I really like this, so I really, really appreciate this gift, Zombie. That is seriously awesome. Alright, on to the next piece of mail. Senior Seed sent us some Cranidos and said, it's not much, but I hope it helps on your shiny hunt. Thanks for the awesome content. I always do appreciate stuff like this. I will say, unfortunately, a little bit of, I don't mean to be negative or bad news, but gifting me Cranidos doesn't actually help with my shiny hunt, because for those who don't know, usually within a shiny hunt, you just need Dittos. So I have all the Cranidos that I need in my boxes. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of Cranidos, and then when you breed them, another Cranidos comes out. So you have always the static amount of Cranidos or whatever Pokemon you're breeding, right? But you always need more Dittos to replace them. So as much as I do appreciate that gift, and it's very, very thoughtful, and it goes towards a goal or a challenge that I really want to achieve. So I think that's what's, you know, most thoughtful of it all, and I really do appreciate it. I am probably going to go ahead and sell these Cranidos, but I do super appreciate it. So go ahead and claim these over to the party, delete that mail piece. And then we have that 2x31 Ditto still to sell, and it looks like it's going for around 49k, but honestly, this is really comparable. It has been listed for 6 days though, which is pretty brutal. This one's also pretty comparable. Yeah, I'm okay with going 48,999 on this Ditto. Pretty cool Ditto, as you can see the stats here on the bottom left, so happy to clear out some more mail. Alright, next we move on to the bottom of mailbox number 9, and we have two really interesting gifts from Aben Bag, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these. These might just sit in my mail for a little bit longer. It's a really good gift. I might have to just maybe find some breeders, honestly, for them. But they are essentially Egg Move Smeargles, and they have Wish, Yawn, and Synchronize. Specifically, stuff like Eevee. Like, Eevee really likes to have Wish and Yawn, I believe. I don't think they get it naturally. I might have to go ahead and check that, but breeding over Wish and Yawn for something like an Umbreon is quite good. Unless they learn it naturally, then that would look like an idiot right here in this clip, but hopefully they don't. We'll go ahead and double check though. Yeah, exactly. They do learn both of them, even Synchronize as well through, yeah, interesting. Okay, they do learn both of these through Egg Move, so you do have to breed a male Smeargle with a female Eevee, and then they'll get those moves, and you know that could sell for a little bit of money. So I'm not sure whether it's worth to just sell these as Smeargles, or if I can breed them with Eevees, or that if I have to fully evolve them into Umbreons, or like what the best thing is. Also, like, you could do Vaporeon with this as well, so it depends on the Pokemon you want to have these. You know, there's a bunch of different bulky Eevee types, so I'm not sure which one I quite want to make with these, but let's just go ahead and check these prices on the GTL and see if I can find any Smeargles with these. But it's going to be really, really tough to find Smeargles with these Egg Moves is the issue, so it might just be better just straight off the bat to just go breed them with Eevees. That's probably what I should do. Alright, first things first, just gonna go ahead and buy this really cheap female Eevee for 3k, and then I'll go ahead and check the stats on the second one. This one at least matched the special defense on that Smeargle. The other option was like a 19k Eevee, and I don't really care about, like, I'd be breeding up the speed and special defense up to be 25 plus, but most people might even want like 31 speed or not care about speed anyway, so I'm not gonna go above and beyond and like super try to get the stats to pass. So go ahead and look for something that could match this, maybe like 20 plus HP. And let's do 20 plus HP, defense, and special attack. Yeah, the cheapest one from there is literally going to be 16k, and I don't think I care about that. I'd rather just literally go with the cheapest female Eevee, and I think I'm super happy with that. Yeah, just paying 4k for that, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and breed these together. Here's the first pair. We're just once again using these to get to the egg moves over onto the Eevee. Let's go ahead and do that. I wonder if I should, you know what? I'm going to try... Actually, just kidding. I already read it. I was going to try to price check the Smeargles first, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and breed these over. It's going to be a huge mistake, but you know what? We'll test it. Here's the second breed. Once again, just breeding the egg moves over. Let's click yes. Don't need to worry about the gender. That would be super expensive to pay for. Most people will just rebreed them with Dittos anyway, since Dittos are pretty cheap right now for IVs. So now we have these two eggs. I'm going to grab a flame body Pokemon and keep sorting through more mail. All right, we've now made it over to box 10, and I'm gonna be keeping this one in my in the mail for now, I think. But Chi-Chi's did send me a really fantastic pickup Pokemon that I do plan to use at some point, which is a fantastic gift. So just wanted to say quickly thank you to Chi-Chi's. Moving on, Ginger Matt sent me this Delibird. Accidentally made it female, but lucked out on the nature. Enjoy. So we have a female Delibird, modest nature, and look at these stats. 31 special attack, 31 speed, 25 plus in each. Are you kidding me? This is a special attacking, competitive, ready to go Delibird, which is hysterical. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's hysterical, and I really want to keep it for that fact. It having hustle is unfortunate. I probably want an ability change to Vital Spirit, but that's also hilarious. Like, spending 35k to ability pill a comp Delibird. I mean, I've got to. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this in the GTL for now. I definitely want to use it. I want to use it at least once. For me with competitive Pokemon, what I'll often do is I'll train it up and make it and everything and use it at least once, and then I'll sell it if I don't like it. And most of the time with stuff like, you know, special attack and Delibird, I'm not going to like it, or I'm not going to, you know, keep it forever, but it is pretty cool. Here we have a 2x31 Magikarp male from Zekules. Should be able to sell that pretty easily. He did say breeder maybe, so maybe I should go ahead and breed it. We'll see. We have a ton of other stuff here. Let's go ahead and deal with this Magikarp first. Alright, I actually think I am going to go ahead and breed this Magikarp. I have a lot of stuff on screen, so I could go ahead and sell it right now as is for 35k, or I could buy this Gyarados right here, which I'm going to go ahead and do, breed a 31 HP on it. That Gyarados cost 40k. I'm going to spend 20k on braces. It's going to cost me 60k plus 35k if you count the cost of the Magikarp, which I think is relevant to do, right? You got to cost that. Even though I didn't pay for the Magikarp, it's important to count in that expected, you know, cost or value, right? So it's going to cost me around 100k. I'll choose male. So it's going to cost me around 100k. 100k exactly, I think, to breed this, and I should be able to sell it for around 140 to 150k. So honestly, we do make some nice profit there. And since we're hanging out checking mail anyway, we might as well just breed something and have it hatching in the background. As we see, we did see the Eevees go ahead and hatch. Yeah, 5k extra, not too bad. I definitely wanted to be able to be a breeder. Let's go ahead and back and check some more mail and maybe sell off these Eevees. Alright, after checking through like 15 pages on the GTL, I'm not gonna lie, I think the quote-unquote issue with these Eevees is gonna be that I'm gonna have to like fully make them into like Umbreon or Vaporeon or something of the sort, or at least get them ready to be those competitive Pokemon to really be able to sell them. It's gonna be pretty much impossible for me to sell them as is, just with the egg moves. It's just impossible to find an accurate listing or a price check on these things. Alright, so yeah, what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and just pick up some breeders for them and try to start breeding them both into Vaporeons in the background. So I think I'm going to go Vaporeon on both. Maybe I'll go Umbreon on one, Vaporeon on one. The easy thing about Vaporeon is that you can evolve it via a Water Stone, whereas with Umbreon, I'm going to have to get its happiness up at nighttime, which honestly wouldn't be the most difficult thing in the world. So you know what? I think it's worth. Let's go ahead and do one Vaporeon, one Umbreon. Alright, here's what our first breed is going to look like for reference. Getting the egg moves, of course, 31 HP, and then hopefully raising these defenses, and special defense will stay 25. Hopefully raising the defenses up in the special attack up to around 20 plus or so. Going to go ahead and go through with that. Don't want to check on gender. That'll cost way too much money. I didn't mean for this to turn into a breeding episode, but When you're going through a lot of mail, honestly, it does end up happening quite a lot. I made a video talking about how sometimes to sell certain Pokemon or to sell your Pokemon better, you have to rebreed them or Eevee each other or do something, right? You have to like sort of put in a little more work to sell your Pokemon a lot easier, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I really do. I think I do usually practice what I preach, so I don't want to ever come off to you guys as just saying things for the sake of saying them. Now, I do want to go ahead and sell this Magikarp really quick. I didn't expect for it to hatch, I guess, that quickly, but go ahead. At least it felt really quick to me. Let's go ahead and price check this thing super quick. As I expected, literally the cheapest one on the GTL with the 31s, not even including the 20 plus attack, which actually is super relevant, is 150k, which is just, it's so good. That's so incredible. I'm going to go ahead. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do 149.99 and see if it sells. I mean, that would be awesome. That'd be a really nice profit. Let's just go ahead and throw that in there and see if it sells. We also have some of our stuff selling so far that we've made in this episode. I'm going to collect all of that at the very end. Let's go ahead and find a breeder for this Eevee and maybe go through some mail really quick. Now, thankfully, Umbreon will be a pretty mindless one to breed because you pretty much just need 3 times 31 in stats for Umbreon. 31 HP, 31 defense, 31 special defense. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that breed started, have our eggs hatching, and go back to checking mail finally. Alright, back to mail time. We are on page 10. We checked that Delibird, GTL purchases, nothing going on there. Now, Zekules sent us these. They just make me waste more money into more useless 2 times 31s that I'll never use. We have a bunch of 2 times 31s here, I guess, to sort through. We have this Leafeon with HP and speed, Steelix with HP and special defense, and a 20 plus defense. Solid Steelix. And then this Darmanitan. This Darmanitan's actually just 31 attack and speed. That's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and just straight up sell this Darmanitan, I think, because that's just going to be such an easy sale. Great PVM Pokemon. Really cool Pokemon, in my opinion, as well. I'm a huge Darmanitan fan, for sure. 2 times 31 Darmanitan looks like it's straight up just going for like 77k at the moment. Now this one hasn't sold in like 8 days, which is brutal, so makes me want to list it for less. Mine does have really decent stats, like on the other stats though, so you know what? I'm going to try 77k and we'll just see what happens. Alright, let's deal with the Steelix next, since I think he's a really decent Pokemon. Now, he does need nature if you really wanted to use him as a competitive Pokemon, but I could sell him as a mediocre comp UT sort of thing, so let's go ahead and claim him to party. And if you notice, this was sent to me 45 days ago, and I'm finally touching it, finally dealing with it. I might even have some older mail if we keep going. Now, Onix and Steelix, or Steelix rather, Steelix is a very relevant NU Pokemon, so it's really important to list him as a Steelix, as the species. This one's going for 50k. I think that's super fair. I'm going to go ahead and list mine for pretty much the same price, 49,998, like that. I think that's super fair. Once again, thank you to Zekules for that donation. Go ahead and go check out some mail quickly before we go rebreed this Eevee, I assume. Actually, this might just be done. Honestly, like, it's mild nature, which isn't great. I might just evolve this into a Vaporeon and try to sell it as is. Kind of hilarious. I could definitely rebreed it for a better nature, but maybe it'll just go. I'm not sure. We'll see. First things first, let's deal with this Leafeon. Let's also go ahead and delete this piece of mail. Thank you again, Zekules. I do have another piece from him I'll actually check out after this, and then we'll deal with breeding these 2 Eevees. Let's go ahead and sell this Leafeon. So this Leafeon is 2 times 31 in HP and speed. Alright, I checked through all of the evolutions, so I'm going to sell this as an Eevee, essentially, with 2 times 31 HP and speed. And the cheapest female Eevee that I found was Umbreon at 100k, which still feels kind of insane, and it's been listed for 4 days. This is tough. I obviously, it's worth more than a normal 2 times 31 Pokemon, and it has the female gender, which is super important on Eevee. I think I want to sell it for like 60 to 80k is like probably where I want to go with it. But this is a tough, I think I'm gonna go like 65, 60. Even that just feels really strange, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to go for that listing. Let's do 65k on that. We have another nice Ditto sold, making some nice progress. Let's go ahead and check these Eevees finally. Alright, so the best breeder that I found for this Eevee, which is going to be a Vaporeon, which I am going to go ahead and rebreed, is this Bold Ditto for 7,600. It has 31 defense as well, which I'm actually just straight up not going to brace, unfortunately, because the thing I care about the most here is getting that bold nature. So here I need an HP brace and an Everstone, which I think, I do have an untradeable Everstone even, which is awesome. We're going to Everstone the Ditto, HP brace this top Eevee, I believe. Yes, perfect. Let's go ahead and go start this breed. Here's what it looks like: 24 plus 23, I guess, in every stat that it needs. 31 HP is super nice. Speed would have been, you know, somewhat relevant, but bold nature, I'll take this. I'm literally going to sell it as a nice, decent, competitive to be Vaporeon. Alright, and then for the next Eevee, I have this Ditto for 8,900 Pokeyen with 29 defense, 29 special attack, 29 speed. I don't need really any of these stats besides the HP, and I'm going to be bracing the HP on the other, brace the special defense on the one. We're going to be making this a nice Umbreon, and we might just be done. It depends on the nature roll here for sure. Here's what this breed will look like if you were curious: 20 plus in defense, 20 plus special attack, hopefully a 20 plus roll in speed. On average it will be 31 HP, 31 special defense, and then the nature will be random. The nature is the big thing there. That'll be the big decider of whether this is the final breed or not. Alright, but back to mail, what everyone's been waiting for. We do have one more Pokemon to check out from Zekules. He says, my first full comp. Eevee's a bit messed up. I was using it on an alt for storyline. So we have an Adamant, I believe. Adamant Combustion here, Blaze.Raw, I like the name. Combustion here, 31 attack, 31 speed, 20 plus special defense and defense. Low HP stat, which is a little unfortunate, but just a really solid Pokemon. Blaziken's so highly desired. I'm just gonna sell this straight up. Just a super decent first Blaziken comp for someone. So yeah, that's a fantastic Pokemon. Go ahead and keep checking the GTL since we're gonna be selling that one. We can go ahead and list a couple things together, right? We have this, not this Ditto, this Ditto from Riza 2 times 31. Oh my goodness, and with some other 25s. Really nice Ditto. Once again, we'll just be selling that, so let's go ahead and collect that. Someone need some Dittos. Forget if these were Shittos or nope. These Dittos have stats. I love when people send me Shittos so I can use those for rebreeding for Cranidos, but let's go ahead and sell off this Combustion Ditto, then we'll sort through those other Dittos. A lot of stuff to sort through. This is going to be kind of a weird sell, funnily enough. The cheapest Torchic, Combustion, or Blaziken on the GTL with 31 attack and speed and adamant nature is this one, which is 250k. Now it is level 100, which is neat, but that's pretty shocking. I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this thing for like 100k, which seems kind of insane. It is, you know, honestly, I guess it is maybe even 120, which that feels too insane. I'm going to go 100. 120 just feels too filthy for my blood. So you know what, I'm gonna go 100k. I think that's, I guess, fair. It still feels pretty expensive, but 2 times 31 for a Pokemon that needs these stats, the adamant nature. This could be a really good storyline Pokemon for sure, absolutely, as well. So I don't know, pretty interesting one. Let's go ahead and check this Ditto. Alright, honestly, all I care about on this Ditto is the 31 special attack and speed, so just gonna go 65k on this one. Alright, we have our first Eevee hatch, the Vaporeon one. It actually came out female, which is really good, so we can go ahead and check that. Go ahead and price check this bad boy. That Ditto that we just listed already sold. That's incredible. Let's go ahead and check this thing. Alright, well, it turns out, even at the end of the day, I think my price check on this thing is going to be totally based off of just gut and guesstimations, because I'm looking for like 25 plus. Like I even looked for like 20 plus, and like these stats with bold nature, Eevee. It's look at how slim the pickings are. Like I can't find anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and list this for 150k, which seems kind of insane, but there's so few options on the GTL. I don't know if this price is too much, if it's too little. I truly don't know. Yo, Cyrus, thanks for subscribing. I forgot to turn off my alert box for this video, which is honestly fitting. That's awesome. You guys can actually see the new follower notification, but yeah, I'm gonna just spitball 150k and hope that works. We have our other Eevee hatched. It's also a female Eevee, so like that was super good. Now this other Eevee does need to be rebred because it is brave nature, which is pretty terrible. So let's go ahead and see if we can solve that. Now I did want to go ahead and check to see what most people use in terms of nature on Umbreon right now. At least in OU, it's careful, impish, bull. It's a very huge mix, right? Like this is wildly different natures. I guess anything that's even plus special defense or defense, not even just one defense stat. People are careful or impish all the time, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see if I can check for UU, because I think Umbreon is technically in UU, and I think most people use it in UU, but some people do use it in OU as well. So let's see if they are different. Okay, yeah, so the stats are a little different. There aren't that many games played for this season at the moment. It is pretty new. Careful is the winner here. I guess, okay, plus special defense. It seems like everyone here is going plus special defense, which is super important to keep in mind. But also mail item, I don't know who to trust. Okay, so I am gonna try and sell it as an Eevee because essentially it was gonna cost me 70k to rebreed it just for nature with a Ditto. Since it is a male Eevee, I have to use Ditto and everything. And look at, I'm encountering the same issue. Eevee prices just seem insane. I don't know if people are using Umbreon or something for the Halloween event boss that's going on right now or something. I'm not quite sure. They're using it for something. There's some Eevee shortage because these prices are just preposterous. The only comparable one, I searched 31 in HP and special defense. The only comparable one is this one for 42k, which is pretty comparable, but obviously I think this is actually pretty underpriced. And then it's lacking the egg moves and everything, of course. The next one's 390k. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's an insane difference, right? So I think I'm just gonna go like 80k on this thing, maybe 100k. I almost want to try 100k and just see if it sells. I think I'm gonna go for it, which is kind of insane. There's a really good chance this doesn't sell. Both these Eevees might just not sell, but I just want to go ahead and get them out of my boxes, out of my mail, just not worry about them. I want to get back to sorting through mail and getting through as much stuff as possible, as that was the goal of this video. I think we're on box 10 before. So over to box 11. Yeah, we have these Dittos to sort through. All right, shout out to Stallone Sylvester for these ones. Let's go ahead and sort through them and do some selling. All right, this first one literally just goes for the 31 attack price of around 8k. I'll take it. This next one, however, 31 HP, 25 plus in defense and special defense, and then 20 plus in special attack. Goes for a super solid. I'm going to go like 30k on it. They can go for like 35k, but honestly, that one hadn't sold for a little bit, so you know what? I don't mind undercutting 5k or so and just getting it sold quicker. Also, super excited to collect all of this Pokeyen at the end of the video. That'll be a good time. Alright, this next Ditto is pretty much just 31 special attack stat price at around 7,300. Alright, I went ahead and listed the last one just for that 31 base attack price. It was around 8,200 Pokeyen. Alright, back to the mail. We do have this Ditto to sell. 31 defense and some other stats. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the party and worry about that in a sec. I can then delete this mail and move on. Now, this Magikarp, I feel bad. My friend bred this Magikarp for me, Joshua, one of my longest time friends on PokeMMO, which is incredible. So they bred this Magikarp for me after I talked about wanting to breed a Magikarp or Gyarados comp on stream. And then after stream, I just went and I did that and I bred a Gyarados comp. And then they bred me this. And I felt bad because they bred me a really cool comp. But I already have one made, and I wanted to go adamant. They went jolly, so I'm gonna go ahead and just send this back to them. But Josh Watt's a really cool person, so huge shout out to them. All right, now that we move all the way over onto box number 12, we see a bunch of just shittos being stored there. Now, we have this Shroomish from, once again, Zecules. Failed Shroomish, was trying to go adamant, forgot the Everstone, and now he's male, big mess. So we just wanted to kind of offload it onto me, which, you know what? Not going to complain. 2 times 31 attack and speed Shroomish should definitely go for a decent price on the GTL. The cheapest, just 2 times 31 Shroomish on the GTL is literally 70k. That is insane. A free 69,999 there for me. That's awesome. Gonna go ahead and list this Ditto while I'm here listing stuff anyway. This will just go for base price of 31 defense in my opinion. You could maybe sell it for a little more with the 30 attack, but I'm honestly not gonna worry about it. Just gonna put it up for that price and move on. Alright, now we have something a little funny though. This is the first GTL purchase throughout the video that isn't a shitto. It's this weird, random 2 times 31 Growlithe. Why did I buy this? I don't know. I bought it 58 days ago and absolutely cannot remember for the life of me. I assume it was because I sniped it for like a really good price, like 5k or something. Just a random 2 times 31. So I'm going to claim that to my party and just resell it. Dark Mind Play also sends some smiley faces and an item magnet charm. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Yoshbot, don't forget to check the IVs for the hunt. Perfect. Absolute god tier shitto. You love to see it. I appreciate that. More shitto GTL purchases. And then we have this Pikachu to cover. Wow. This is an interesting one. I'm definitely going to keep this in my mail for the time being. Gigachu is too good of a name to ignore, though. We love the HM friend Pikachu. We picked up. Aben also sent us another. I have so many. This is actually awesome. I actually don't have a Meowth like this, which is awesome to have. So this is a Hyper Voice. It does both. It Hyper Voices and it Paydays, which is actually something I don't have and I've wanted to get for a while. So that's awesome. That was sent to me 61 days ago by Aben. I do really appreciate that. Gonna stay in the mail for the time being as I just don't have the PC space. Now, okay, last one. Glade, no stat changes. Okay, this is something we can definitely just sell off on the GTL. 2 times 31 Glade. I appreciate that. Once again, Zecules, a repeat offender over here. I appreciate it. Zecules again. Ferroseed, very awkward nature. Probably should be a sell. Sassy. Honestly, this is a great Ferroseed. I love this Pharaoh seed. I will definitely sell that up, and I appreciate that. Zecules, all this more stuff from Zecules. Let's go ahead and check this. Should I sell this as well? Yep. Gonna go ahead and sell that off. So we'll get rid of these. A couple more things after that. So let's list some stuff. Let's sell everything in my party, and we'll get back to mail in a sec. Alright, I think first things first, I'm going to price check the Growlithe, which I am going to price check just straight up as the egg group. I'm not going to price check as a Growlithe slash Arcanine, because I don't think many people are looking for like 31 attack, 31 speed Growlithe, but maybe I'm wrong. Honestly, let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and double check, I guess. Honestly, I don't usually check for this thing, but yeah, like this one's been listed for 5 days. I guess, honestly, what I could do if I don't care about the time it's listed for, which I truly don't, right? And it's only 31 attack speed. I might just list this for like 50 or 60k. Let's do that. Let's do 60k and just sit on it for a long time. 31 attack and speed delayed price seems absolutely insane. Once again, for no reason. That Ralts is around 80k. The cheapest delayed is 100k. That's insane. That one's also only been listed for 10 hours. So maybe that's accurate. That's just, it's so crazy to me. I'm going to go ahead and list this one for 80k, honestly, the Ralts-ish price, and just see if it goes. Alright, now for this Ferroseed slash Ferrothorn. The main comparable option I'm looking at is this one, which is relaxed. Mine is Sassy, which is obviously quite different. This one is a little Eevee trained and everything, and does have like slightly, yeah, it's pretty comparable. This is a tough call. Mine does have a 19 attack stat though, which is actually nice. I wish it was higher, obviously, than 19, but it's better than this one. I think I'm just gonna go like this one's live for 3 days. I'm gonna go like 140. Even that just seems insane. I almost just want to go 100k on this. Like, no, but it does have nature. This is so tough. This one 3 times 31. It's 31 spell attack. That doesn't matter. This is a really tough listing. I'm not gonna lie. This is a really tough one. I think I'm gonna end up going 140k, but it just seems disgusting. But let's try it, I guess. It's definitely just a weird time to be listing stuff since prices are kind of inaccurate-ish. I'm gonna go 90k on this site there, by the way. Since prices are kind of inaccurate, since people are doing the Halloween event and focusing on that, and not everybody's farming and selling and buying Pokemon, except for breeders for like alpha Pokemon and such. So prices are a little strange, so that's why I'm kind of thrown off by a lot of the price checks in this video. Alright, I think it's finally time. I've been delaying it for quite a while throughout this video, but I'm going to price check the Alpha Roserade. Looks like it's going for around 250k, but this one is significantly better than mine, being 20 plus and every stat like that across. I'm going to go ahead and list mine for 220k and just see if it sells, and maybe it'll sell during the video. That would be really cool to see. I'm excited to see what we can collect just within the time of the making of this video. Okay, well, I almost forgot to collect everything before the end of the episode, so that would have been quite unsatisfying. So let's go ahead and do that. Here, we're starting at 8,032k here in the top right-hand corner of our screen. Let's go to a PC really quick, of course. Top left-hand corner of the screen, excuse me. So 8,032k. This is going to put us up to yoink, yoink, yoink. I don't want to claim all because I don't want all of these unsold Cranidos to go to my mail. I want these in my GTL, actually. Once again, just utilizing random storage places in PokeMMO. Let's say we gained around 200k from all that, which is super nice. Alright, as the last, I guess, sort of mailbox clear of this video, I want to go ahead and take this Eevee that I actually bought 201 days ago on the GTL. It's just a timid Eevee with no IVs. I bought it for super cheap. Now, there's actually more stuff to sort through still in this video, but you know what? This video ended up being a lot longer than I expected, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I need a break. I don't know about you guys personally, but firstly, I want to say thank you to everyone and anyone who sends me stuff or donates to me in game. It's truly incredible, and I don't always deserve it, so I do appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's content, even though it was super chill, laid back, and casual stuff. Sometimes that's nice. It's nice to load up every day and just record. Sometimes it's nice to record what you're already doing, right? I think that's like a really important YouTube lesson that I've heard from people and that I've seen from people, is that it's nice to be able to record what you are already planning to do. Now, it is also good to like push your boundaries and try to create new, like really creative stuff. And I love doing that. I do that mostly, right? Or create guides and stuff, but creating content for the sake of, I guess, the channel and, you know, for the community. But it's nice to sometimes just record what you're going to do anyway. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO content. Check out the Discord link down below to join a really cool community who really cares about this game. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, there are financial links down below to do so. It's never needed, but is super appreciated. Thank you all so much for your time. I can't thank you enough. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching till the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And if your name is on here, I appreciate you even a little more. Thank you so much to everyone who goes above and beyond and supports the channel financially. It allows me to do what I do and just focus on making the best PokeMMO content possible. So thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Peace.